do Costinha na mesa, sentiu-se aqui em Lisboa.
Posse de bola para Portugal, vai Éder, chuta!
All right, welcome to the Portugal Corner. Let's talk about soccer. What's up, guys?
Hey. Thanks for having us here, your lovely place.
Supercharged up.
Yeah, and thanks for the chicken. It was great.
The best Portuguese chicken?
And thanks for the
The
espresso.
best. Yeah. Yeah, you're really hooking it up this week, man. You're really firing up this podcast, putting it on another level.
Gotta keep the talent happy.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, so humble.
Amendments? We got amendments from last week? I think we got it all right.
We're all done, man.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
We got everything perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Champions League. Get to it. Chelsea versus Atletico. Chelsea win 1-0 with a goal from Ziyech. They win 2-0 on aggregate. Pretty exciting game. Joao Felix probably looked the deadliest, but could not finish in the end. And yeah, Chelsea kind of nicked the win.
Yeah, I heard he was killing it.
Yeah, he was looking deadly.
Diego Simeone said it was his best performance at Atletico.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Even though he didn't
He
score.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Could still be your best performance.
Yeah.
Diego Simeone likes it when he comes back on D. That's his big
Yeah.
thing. Right?
Yeah, he's an all-for-one guy.
Using that positive reinforcement.
I think I
Nice.
saw him in like a left back position one time. I was like, what's he doing over there?
Well, you could be like Mourinho and do negative reinforcement. That doesn't work. Nobody likes it.
Real beat Atalanta 3-1. Benzema scores Ramos with a penalty, and Marco Asensio, they win out 4-1 on aggregate. Really hoping Atalanta would come back.
Yeah. This tie ended up being like so easy for them. It was just wish Atalanta could have done more, but that red card in the first leg really screwed them.
Yeah. Bayern come through again, crushing Lazio as usual. They crush everyone.
There you go.
This
They always do
Bayern.
that.
They do it to everyone. They finished 6-2 on aggregate. And then City beat Monchengladbach again 2-0.
Wait up. As usual.
As usual, there's
The
two
usual.
games, 2-0 both times. De Bruyne and Gundogan on the score sheet.
I heard Gundogan after like the post game thing. The guy speaks very good English. I was not expecting that.
Oh,
Well, yeah, he's German.
Yeah.
He speaks
Yeah.
great English.
I guess they do. All right, take all that out.
on a more exciting note, they have posted the matchups for the next round.
Exciting.
So we have City
Snap.
and Dortmund, Bayern and Paris in a rematch of last year's Champions League final. Madrid and Liverpool in the rematch of, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Or 3? No, 3 years
probably
ago.
3 now. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 years
Rematch of
ago.
last year, rematch of 3 years ago, and then Porto and Chelsea always
Boom.
end up together.
Yes.
This is rigged. Like
The Blues.
It has to be.
Think so?
Yeah, there's 8 different 8. So then how many different combinations?
Oh,
4
there's a
different
lot.
combinations, all the permutations, and then this is the one they end up with. I think it's rigged.
So wait up. If you had all those teams in a list
Yeah.
last week, you would have bet that this was the draw,
I wouldn't have no, of course not.
or not bet money, but
There's no way
like
to know.
would this be your guess?
No, but I guess just in retrospect after it comes out, it's like if you were gonna set them up, you would make these matchups because these are the most compelling, right?
Because no one really cares that much about Dortmund and City.
But they picked the ball from
You
the.
can see them.
Yeah.
They're funneling those balls.
Yeah.
All the
Did they-
balls could have the same thing written on them.
Did they
All they do right in
sanitize?
front of you.
Did they sanitize or use gloves? I didn't watch the draw.
I don't
I
know.
haven't watched the draw in ages. I just wake up and then I'm like, hey, these are the teams.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we make predictions or what should we do here?
I'll take Dortmund over City.
Whoo!
Whoa, this guy's crazy.
You're nuts,
Or
dude.
Holland.
Yeah, for upsets,
So-
well, I guess the 2 big ones are just like they're toss-ups. Like there's no really upsets, but the other 2, Porto is probably an underdog, even though Vitor Bahia came out and said we're the favorites, which is always nice.
Very
He
ballsy.
still thinks he's on the team.
No, he's like vice president of something.
Oh, okay.
He works there.
Oh,
They
nice.
give him a nice little cushy
He's a
job.
janitor.
Yeah.
Cushy desk job for Victor Bahia.
No, he has a high up position, I think. But so he was a representative as a thing. He said we're the favorites. But Sergio Oliveira is not playing. The first
Yeah,
leg.
I was gonna say that'll.
So Pep, and we all know how hurt Pep is.
Yeah,
but the
that's
games
scary.
are not this week because of the international break, so like 2 weeks from now, right? So we might have time to come back. I'm not sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. PSG's looking pretty fire. I'm gonna take PSG over Bayern.
That would be that's a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because PSG has the nicest jerseys.
I was gonna say, especially if they wear those cool jerseys.
Those purple jerseys.
Yeah.
And they have Danilo, so there's a reason to root for them. Whereas
Yeah.
Bayern Munich only has Thiago Dantas, I think. He doesn't make the
He
squad.
doesn't
They got
Dude,
Davies.
they got the
They got
fawns,
the
man.
fawns.
Oh,
Gotta love the fawns.
Yeah, you're Canadian
I'm
too.
sorry. Was this on the Canadian Soccer Corner podcast?
This is a Canadian Portuguese podcast.
Yeah, we represent both here.
We like the
No, I
fawns.
hope he does well. And Danilo, I will say, looks happy on PSG. He scored a goal the other day, and I saw him smiling. and I
It was a
like,
big smile, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's
He
nice
looks
to see that
happy.
big smile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Madrid and Liverpool.
The
I don't know, it
rematch.
kind of feels like a toss-up, but Madrid have been on fire recently.
Yeah,
Scary
Liverpool
enough.
still haven't figured out their defense.
Yeah, that defense might bite them.
We'll definitely see.
We'll see. They can give them Liverpool can give them problems, right? Like they're gonna be up for it in that this is their only competition they still have to play for.
Yep.
It'll be exciting watching it in two legs as opposed to last time they played. It was
Yeah.
just a final.
And you've been watching Liverpool like week to week, like they
They're-
hit that they bottomed out, and now that Jota's back, and I think the defense is kind of solidified.
Yeah, Fabinho's playing center again with the high press.
Yeah, they have a little more consistency on the back. So,
Yeah.
you know, they might be okay.
All right, well,
I don't think of Real Madrid as world beaters. Like
No.
Yeah.
they're a good team.
Yeah.
Benzema just keeps saving them out of every situation. Well, that's the road to Istanbul 21.
Oh, it's back in Istanbul.
It's back in Istanbul.
Back to the bull, baby.
Liverpool. That's Liverpool's. That's their famous
Liverpool,
night.
Istanbul. In the Europa League, Manchester United beat Milan. Bruno is the only Portuguese player to start. Dalot got subbed on for the second half. Pogba scores a goal, 1-0, and that was it for that game. And United go through 2-1 on aggregate.
For two big clubs, it was kind of a dead tie. Like both games were just nothing to really watch.
Yeah.
It was.
I wasn't. It's like the idea of it was really exciting, but I had a feeling that it was not. Olympiacos and Arsenal. Arsenal. I don't know. I didn't look at the Arsenal lineup, but I'm guessing they just didn't want to show up at all. Just let Olympiacos take that 1-0
Yeah, Patrick?
Yeah.
Is that what
I watched the
happened?
game.
The Arsenal guy.
This guy.
This is.
They suck. What do you want?
We didn't even watch
Well, they had a
the
nice
game.
cushy league. Okay, well then moving on. Roma Shakhtar. Roma wins 2-1, 5-1 on aggregate. Paulo Fonseca brings them through the next round. Tottenham lose to Dinamo Zagreb.
Yeah, that was a fun game to
Oh
watch.
my god.
That was wild.
2-0 in the 90th. They go to extra time. And then Zagreb wins 3-0.
Their coach went to prison, I believe.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Dinamo Zagreb?
Yeah, Zagreb's manager went to prison like a few days before that game.
Whoa.
The players were all so happy.
I'm Googling this right now.
So just when it looks like they're kind of recovered, they got Bale going, they got everything, they're winning a couple games in the league. You think they go to Dinamo Zagreb,
Yeah.
easy win. They already
They
have
had
the
a
lead.
2-0.
Any team, you can't just like assume you're through. You gotta like still play that game, and then Zagreb was up for it. I think also the teams, they look at Tottenham if you're on the other side, and you're like, it's Tottenham, we can do this. Like Chiellini said, right? Where
Yeah.
they're like, it's Spurs, like we knew we were gonna
This is
win.
the history of the Tottenham.
Yeah, this is the history of the
Even with Bale back in form? I guess was Son injured for this
Son's
game?
gone, yeah. Son's out
Yeah.
for a little bit. That really hurts them. He's like their most dynamic player. Everyone should watch Mourinho's post-match press press meeting. He was just like kind of at a loss for words, but took a little responsibility. He was like, I can't believe this happened to my team. Like he's saying like I am a part of the team because lately in interviews,
now
it's
he
been-
is.
Yeah, lately in the interviews, he's like talks about them like he's not a part of the team. Like he has no say.
He's turned a new leaf.
Yeah,
Nice.
so he took a little responsibility for that, but.
He's been going to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just kind of at a loss for what is wrong with the team, the mentality, the players. So
I think it's him.
it might be.
So the coach of Dinamo Zagreb resigned immediately after receiving a 5-year prison sentence for
What?
fraud.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I could do 5 years like that.
Sounds like a nice guy.
It's been in and out the joint.
Just fraud.
Fraud? That's a cakewalk.
How did he fraud
How did he
people
fraud?
so bad? Usually for fraud, people end up getting off, you know?
Yeah.
And also, who's he defrauding? You're a manager at a fucking soccer club. Like, why are you frauding people?
He was doing the duck cleaning calls.
Got his hand in the cookie jar.
And his name is Zoran Mamic.
Okay, Zoran.
Don't mess with the Zoran.
Isn't Zoran from Power Rangers?
Yeah, he is.
Zordon.
Oh, Zordon.
Zordon, yeah. And the last game with Portuguese players was Granada versus Mold. Mold wins 2-1, but Granada wins 3-2 in the aggregate. That wraps up Europa League. In the next round, there's not much going on.
I know. It's just
Talking about mold.
the excitement in your voice. You're like,
Not excited.
this.
I want to get to the national team. Go. Push through. So in the next round, quarterfinals, Granada plays Manchester United. Arsenal plays Slavia Prague. Ajax plays Roma. and
That'll be good.
Dynamo Zagreb plays Villarreal.
That should be good too.
Yeah. How come Bruno always has to face the other teams with Portuguese players? They can't spread them out.
No.
Give them all a chance.
No.
Do you think any of the players are gonna FaceTime the Zoran from prison?
How do we do
or like
this?
call him?
How do we beat Villarreal?
Do you think he's like one of those gangsters that's still running their crime syndicate from inside the prison?
And he's got a smartphone.
Yeah.
But
Sergio
his crime syndicate is Dinamo Zagreb. He's like a real badass. Someone changes the radio station while
Yeah.
listening to the Zagreb game and
Yeah.
just shakes him.
This is my team.
Yeah.
Okay, Liga NOS. Sporting still in the lead with 64 points.
Hell
Porto
yeah.
in second with 54. Benfica jump up to third with 51. Braga drop to 50. Passos Ferreira down with 44 in fifth place. For the games, let's start with Porto and Portimonense. Pretty good game, actually.
Sick.
There's some good drama in it.
There's
So,
always drama with these
yeah.
Portuguese games, man.
Porto go up with an own goal in the first half. Pepe gets injured and subbed on. Diego Lete comes on. Great breakaway goal by Fali Kande. Good striker. Actually, I think Sporting won him. He's been scoring a lot. After that goal, some ruckus breaks out on the benches.
Oh,
You know, Sergio Conceicao is always ready for a fight. Shit goes down.
What was he mad at?
I don't know. Probably an offside or something. He's
somebody yelled at his daddy.
Then the game continues, and like a couple minutes later, Sergio Oliveira just bangs another free kick in.
I see here that you've written down he's hit a
Say it.
stonker.
Sergio Oliveira with a stonker free kick again. Yes,
Okay.
he had a stonker.
Where does the stonker term come from?
Yeah.
Did we take it from another podcast?
It's an official. It's in the dictionary as like a big thing. It's like a large thing.
It's a British. It's
it's
very
a British
term.
terminology for like something big.
Guys, I'm making my second Google of the podcast.
Stonker.
Yeah. I like it. I'm not shitting
It's a
on
great
it.
word.
Something which is very large or impressive of its kind.
I feel like that's a good,
there you go.
good
Works.
indication of that free kick.
Man stonks. What can I say?
Donks it up.
Yeah.
It was off the post and then off the goalie, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That was
so
great.
like he
That's
hit.
cool.
He missed. If the goalie wasn't there, like he missed.
You think
Right?
so?
It bounced
Oh, yeah,
off
that's true.
the post off the goalie and in.
Oh, so that makes it less of a stonker.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. That's what I was trying to tell
Still
Evan.
No,
what?
I'm
that's
like,
cool. That's like humiliation.
The guy's got
Yes.
a horseshoe. No, he's got a horseshoe.
The good times roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Ride the hot hand, Porto.
Exactly.
No, definitely. It's like
Yeah.
one of those times where it's like you can't miss. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like even when you do miss, it still goes in.
It's like hitting on a 18 or something, right?
Exactly.
Or maybe a 16. I don't know.
What?
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
When you're
Oh.
playing blackjack, Justin.
After the free kick, ruckus breaks out again. Sergio Conceicao gets ejected from the game with a red card.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
second ruckus.
He looked like
There's a
he
second
wanted to
ruckus.
take on everybody,
Yeah,
but like
it
he's
is
not
good.
that intimidating of a guy. Like you know what I mean? Like could he win a fight?
He looks like he gets heated though.
He redlines very quickly.
Yeah.
Who are your other favorite? Who are you guys' favorite heated players? Players that get
Players?
angry like that.
Angry
Yeah,
players.
angry players.
Gattuso?
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's mine. Was
Okay.
I
Gattuso.
think he's everyone's. He's the best.
Yeah, I like that. A guy who
Like
he's-
Roy Keane. I didn't really watch Roy
he's
Keane.
on
but
the
he comes
field. He's ready to
mind.
go to war. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Instantly.
Petit was kind of like that, but he wouldn't do like stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like you also don't want a player that's gonna get you a red card in like any moment because like
Yeah.
you know.
They're just heated.
Xhaka's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Xhaka. Ugh.
He does
Pepe.
crazy tackles.
Pepe definitely was like that. I think he's
In his old age, he's
Yeah.
calmed down.
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, he like stomped on people. Stomped on people.
Stomped on him.
and the Chilean guy Vidal. I feel like Vidal's like
Oh, it's
Yeah.
because he has crazy tattoos.
oh
And
and a
crazy
freaking
mohawk.
mohawk dude.
He
Little
shaves
mohawk.
that shit.
No, but he's always
Yeah.
fired up. He's very like animated
he's-
all the time.
He's got spikes on his head. So Conceicao gets ejected from the game. Then they show him on camera, like, up in the stands, and it looks like they're giving him a headset to, like, talk to the players or the coaching staff. I'm like, this looks very illegal.
Wait, the coach?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like he leaves the field, and then the camera's on him, and he's, like, up in the stands or something, and it looks like he's, like,
talking to his wife.
getting ready to, like,
Yeah.
communicate as he watches the game from the stands. I was like, this looks bad.
It's like, sir, are you coaching the team right now?
He's like, no.
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
It's like, you know what? I'm not on the field, and I was given a red card in that game.
Coaching his team from prison.
Yeah. I plead the fifth.
The headset might have just, maybe just so you can get the audio.
Sketchy.
He needs the commentary. Once you start watching on TV, you're like, well, I can't watch it without the
Yeah.
commentary.
Especially the Portuguese commentary, man. That stuff's on another level.
That's pretty good.
Whoosh.
Porto just hold out, and they hang on to that 2-1 lead. It was a good win. Next, Sporting play Guimarães. A lot of VAR and controversy and back and forth and checking offsides. It was not super exciting. But Sporting was denied a goal after a VAR check. So it went out of play, like, for a throw-in. Like, I don't know, maybe halfway through the half.
They checked it?
The ball, like, it crossed the line,
Yeah.
and then the players, like, kept going, and then they put the play in, and they scored.
Okay.
And then after they checked it, and when they checked it, it was like 2 minutes back that the ball had rolled out.
So they took the goal away?
Took the goal away, and it was a throw-in.
That's stupid.
It was like they fucked up a throw-in call,
Wow.
and they lost a goal for that. And I was like,
I feel like if you don't call
Yeah.
a throw in right then and there, like, that's done.
That's-
it's
yeah.
it's done.
I think so too. That's crazy. I think there's like I was watching one game where they said like, and they won't go back to check that because the passage of play like continued.
once
or
it goes
something.
on for
And I'm
long
like,
enough, it's
yeah,
like you can.
That's how it should be. Where it's like you're on another section of play, or you've moved on to you're at the other end now or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like that's gone.
Yeah.
Forget it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basketball kind of does that too. They go back and it's like, oh, well, 5 minutes ago, somebody
Yeah.
made this layup and it wasn't goaltending. It was like,
They're like, we're
okay.
gonna give them 4 points. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Those numbers
I think
come from.
inherently like that's the problem with VAR in football is that in the American sports, their sports are just all like start and stop. Like let's play
Yeah.
a little bit of things. So like baseball and football, it works perfectly. It's totally fine because you can just redo a play. Everyone goes back to their bag or whatever, or
Yeah.
like redo the down or whatever.
Yeah, or they challenge it, right?
Yeah. But in soccer, it's like the game is fluid. The game keeps moving. As soon as you miss that opportunity to call that throw in, the game is already. It's 2 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have a chance to be like for them to go down, check the play, call downstairs, get into the ref's ear that was out. You know what I mean? Like it's too late.
I just
But
think,
you
like,
have lines people too. Like we've been using this for
Yeah.
50 years, right?
dude, that's what I was going to say. Like, the lines people, they are now scared to call off sides right away. Their only real job is to call out of bounds. And even that, like,
you can't do it.
that's getting taken away from them too. Like, why do you even have lines people anymore?
Yeah.
They just put their flags up late, and it doesn't really
They
matter.
just wave their flags.
Yeah, they should really just get like a mechanical person, like a robot that
yeah.
raises the flag.
Come on. In 2020, you want to take away more jobs now? Come on.
Yeah, you might as well.
They
Just
should
make
all
it.
be robots.
Yeah, you're just making these people look like dummies.
why do we
These
have
lines
athletes?
people.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So then eventually,
Come on, these self-checkout grocery store people too, aren't you?
You bet your ass. Hey, you want to make a bet? How long do you think until they're robots?
Robots.
The lines people.
The lines people are robots?
Yeah, just on a track, just shooting back and forth.
You wouldn't
I
need
don't know,
that.
man.
You don't think so?
Use VAR.
Yeah, the computer would do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they have the technology, the
Yeah.
goal line technology?
Yeah.
Maybe they would do that
How
with
do
the
they not-
entire
yeah.
field, right?
Yeah, but they gotta like something to signal the players, I guess, when it goes out of bounds.
And you want it to be
Or
a
the ref.
robot.
Personally, yeah, I do.
I don't think a robot could call offside like that though.
Well, not till the play's
It's not supposed
done.
to do anything. It's just for appearance. That's what Chris wants
Yeah.
to see.
Oh.
But with algorithms and, like, aren't they proving more and more that robots aren't actually unbiased? Robots have their own internal biases in them?
Yeah, they like Benfica.
Yeah, what,
Yeah.
what if Benfica hacks the robots? Or Porto, more likely, because they're cheaters.
Ooh.
They hack the robots.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I can see
You're
that.
onto something.
Yeah, you're gonna need antivirus software.
Call the McAfee guy.
Yeah.
Get him in here.
Get the gringo in here.
Okay, so robots. Let's give it 10 years.
10 years?
Sure.
Solid. Okay.
I'll make that bet.
Yeah.
Elon Musk thinks in 10 years he'll be on Mars. And I guarantee we still won't even have robots calling soccer games.
Well,
dude.
Benfica and Braga are on Mars.
Yeah, that's true.
According to Sport
yeah,
TV.
Soccer's making a jump.
Let's talk about that.
Wait, we gotta finish sport.
Okay, hold on. Remember when we went to Portugal and there was like we were driving through construction zone and we saw this guy just like it looked like a construction worker with like a weird arm just waving a flag and it was a robot.
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
No,
I
was
remember
like-
that
I was like
vividly.
8.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. So that guy could easily just flag offside.
And that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah. People don't forget.
No, they don't have. They don't have. Yeah,
The robot technology has advanced since then.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so we're all on the same page here. Let's move on.
Robots
Sorry.
in soccer. So Sporting eventually scores a goal. Gonzalo Inacio scores a header in the box.
He's a
Another
young center back.
another Portuguese center back. It's another controversial VAR moment. They had to review it. It was like the offsideness of it and Sporting.
This is stressing you out.
There's a lot of VAR. There's
Yeah.
a lot of VAR.
Coming into this game, I was like, I just like looking at the matchups. I was like, I think this could be the game that Sporting loses, because it was Guimarães, which is a good team, and then coming right before the international break, and I was like, maybe they're like, already thinking about the break.
Yeah, they're
and
getting
like,
lazy, and Guimarães probably
like-
doesn't have too many players going to play internationally.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, maybe this will be the game, and then no, Sporting, they just keep moving along.
Yeah.
Congrats to them.
Keep
I don't know.
trucking.
The only reason I didn't think that is because Braga slapped Guimarães last week, like 3-0.
Well, that's another. See,
And
if I had remembered
knew
that, if I knew that,
Well, if I knew that.
I would have thought even more that Guimarães wants to come back
They're
strong.
due for a win?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cut. That's how.
That's how I always
your
think.
gambling mind.
That's why we don't listen to you.
All right.
That's how I think too. I'm like, these guys are due for a win. They've been losing so much.
You guys both suck at gambling.
Yeah.
This guy's so scared he cashes out on every bet.
at the 70th
That Mori. Yeah, and Sporting win that 1-0. And then the matchup of the weekend
The
for
battle
Liga
for Mars.
NOS, the Battle for Mars.
What
Braga
kind
and
of promotion was
Benfica.
that? So Sport TV has this thing. It's like,
This team's red, that team's red.
so that means they're in the battle for Mars.
for the red planet. Yeah.
I like that account, man. They got us talking.
Yeah,
No stuff.
Sport TV has great content, and they show the games, and it's really.
They
it's
show
like,
the
You know what? They have
It's a good
five.
follow. No, and they show all the clips too.
Oh, yeah.
They
show
have
highlights.
5 channels, and all of them play like the exact games I want. Because it'll be like whatever, be like Porto playing, and then like Juventus, and then like Manchester United. You just like flick up and down. It's all like the big Portuguese players.
Yeah, it's
Best
perfect.
channels.
Okay, shout out to Sport TV.
But the Red Planet thing that got me good. what are they doing?
Well, you know what? When you like we're all kids, like if you think about the commercials that aired and like even like video games, like none of that shit made sense, but we all loved it.
Yeah,
Right?
But because it's on TV when you're a kid, you're like, this is like official. Like professionals do this. But then you get older, and it's like your
What is-
buddy who's like pulls up with this stuff the next day, and you're like, oh, they're just dummies like us,
Dude,
Like,
you know how many young Portuguese kids are gonna think about being astronauts now? Portugal
Planting
space
a Benfica flag on Mars.
Portugal space program's gonna go through the roof now.
Friend Sergio gets a second yellow in the 40th minute, and he gets ejected from the game. And that was a pretty weak ass red
It was a high
card.
boot, right?
Looked like a
Yeah.
bunch of bullshit to me.
It's worth a yellow, and then it was just a second yellow.
But it's not worth a second yellow. That's the thing. There's a difference between giving someone a yellow that's gonna kick them out of
You
the
gotta
game.
give him a chance because he already has one yellow?
yeah, come on.
It wasn't that bad of a foul.
No, it
though.
really wasn't.
It wasn't bad, no.
It wasn't.
And again, it's one of those moments where it's like the refs jumping in and like saying, "Okay, the game's gonna be this way now. It's gonna be one-sided for this team." And there's
Dude, this
more
has happened in
more than one half.
This has happened in so many Portuguese games in the last like 2-3 weeks.
But a foul. This is the same argument we had, I think, with last week, where we were talking about like the penalty, and we were like, well, you would give that foul on another part of the field, right? So then it's the same thing as in the box.
Yeah.
Would you give that? So I'm saying like,
But that's
a
different.
foul is a foul is a foul. A yellow card is a yellow card is a yellow card. Obviously, there's some sort of judgment that
No.
comes
No.
in between,
The
and
yellow-
there's subjectivity.
A
But
second yellow card comes with, I think, a lot more subjectivity.
you think it has to be a stronger foul for
Well,
it to be a
th-
second
well,
yellow
well.
card.
Think about even like there are fouls worth a yellow, and then there's fouls not worth a yellow, right? So you can argue the same thing for the second.
But there's also like you can also get an accumulation of fouls, and that can
Yeah.
give you a yellow
See, because
card,
that's
right?
another
Yeah.
thing that happens is that refs will sometimes see a bad foul, and if it's too early in the game, they'll just give the player a warning. They'll be like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
ease
they
up.
always do that.
And then if they
Yeah.
don't ease up, they'll be like, okay, we'll use a yellow. But when you have like a weak foul like that, you can't just eject someone.
But Evan, after this guy got ejected, I said, okay, now it's even. Because Braga has 10 and Benfica sucks shit.
Yeah.
And right after that, Braga got a good chance.
They did.
got like
Yeah.
a shot on net.
Yeah.
They got a lot of heart, that team. Yeah.
Portuguese league's becoming like the Jerry Springer show.
That's how it is.
Like-
Lots of drama.
Fuck
It's great.
Jesus.
I'm enjoying it. And then we move on, and Rafa gets a sweet breakaway and scores a goal right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, you brought the Rapid.
Yeah,
jersey.
he hasn't been
Yeah.
playing well this season, but
No, he's been playing pretty well this season.
he's been in and out of the lineup.
Makes some good
though.
runs.
He's been in and out of the lineup.
Okay. Well,
Sometimes
you're the
he
one with
gets-
the Rapid jersey.
Sometimes he gets, and the fans are clammy for Pedrinho. They're like,
He got
we
the
need to
call
see
up.
Pedrinho.
I was gonna say,
Rafa
Rafa
got
got,
called
called up.
Well, he's got talent. He's got speed. And
Yeah.
he'll always have that.
Need
But
that speed.
this year, I think the big difference is because he's had chances, and other years when he bagged a lot of goals, he was scoring those chances. And this year, he just hasn't been putting them in the net. Scoring's been their problem all season. So
Braga almost tie it up. Joao Felix, who comes on for Abel Ruiz, which I was sad to see that because I want to see Abel Ruiz score. But Joao Felix comes on, hits a stonker of a free kick, guys.
it's a stonker.
Hits like the cross. Was it the crossbar or the post? like a-
I don't know. I think it was a crossbar. I gotta be
So
honest.
it's-
I kind of zoned out in the second half because I was getting pretty drunk.
That's okay. That's what Sundays are for.
It was a beautiful
Um,
day.
Yeah, great chance on the crossbar. They could have tied it. And then
Seferovic scored.
Seferovic scores,
He
as
did
he always
score,
does.
but he also played like shit.
As he always does.
Hey, got the job
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
He did.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Wait.
Check your notes. Check your notes.
It says something here. Danilo looks happy.
How does Seferovic look?
Okay, I'll say JJ played 3 at the back. I think he likes to play 3 at the back in like big games and play Otamendi, Vertonghen, Verissimo. And I like that combo. Those 3. Those are 3 good center backs. I like them together. They did well today
Yeah.
that game, obviously.
Seems to be working. He's on to
The
something.
first half, Braga like barely touched the ball. They couldn't do anything.
I was gonna say
That's with the extra guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say about Seferovic, like I feel like we get suckered into a strong finish when it's better to sign him up again and like let's run him again next year. But it's better to just like say good riddance. And the thing about him is that because people I saw on Twitter, I think it might have been Neil who said this, but he was like, why he's scoring all these goals, but so why did Benfica fans like still don't like him? And I just think it's because it's
The
like
rest of the game is shit.
yeah, he's not dynamic. He's not like a dynamic striker.
He doesn't
can't
help
create-
any plays.
He
he just
doesn't-
shows up for like a minute.
He's a target man. He's a finisher, and even that he's not that good at.
Just make
You
him
know
a
what I mean?
super sub.
I wouldn't want him on the team, but he's a good finisher. But then when the team isn't clicking or creating 6 chances a game because he needs 6 to score 1, they're fucked.
It's like you guys playing with a man down.
Yeah.
Because we have Seferovic.
Yeah.
Seferovic.
And now they just have to do this again for the Tassa final.
Oh yeah, the Tassa final.
So it's possible. They can beat Braga.
Anything's tossable.
I bet you there's a red card in that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hopefully not.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then Benfica just win 2-0, and they jump Braga in the stands. Braga's dropping.
They jumped Braga. What are you gonna do about that, Chris?
I just have to cheer a little harder for Braga. I don't know.
You gotta get a jersey.
Is that what makes the team do better?
What do you think?
What do you think?
I think I've been doing all this time.
I'm the type of fan that I'm not gonna root against Benfica, but if they finish second, they'll keep George Jesus. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially if they win the Tassa.
Yeah, because then they'll be like considering coronavirus and all this, like they had a good season, but like I don't want any part of this dude. Like
What makes you hate him so much?
he's just like he's almost
Have
like
you looked
Sergio.
at this man?
Here's the main thing: he like thinks he's like Jose Mourinho,
Yeah.
but he sucks.
Yeah.
So he like has that whole attitude, swagger, this like Portuguese like kind of
The confidence. The
yeah, which is
arrogance.
fine,
Arrogance.
but it's confidence to arrogance. You
Yeah.
know.
But it's
And
like
he thinks
Mourinho-
he's the shit. right?
Yeah.
It's like Mourinho won the Champions League, and it's like he went on to do it in England and like wins stuff in Spain and Italy, and it's like he has like success. It's like George Jesus won some stuff with Benfica, and then he went to Brazil and
He won nothing with Sporting.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that Brazil thing must have made his head just like grow like 10
Yeah.
sizes, you know?
Yeah.
So he comes back to Portugal and,
And he
just like he
thinks he
can't
is-
he's never at fault. He can't be, his problem, you know? If there was a problem, he said when Benfica fans were criticizing him, he was like, they shouldn't be criticizing us, all the shit we had to go through coronavirus. They should be hugging us. They should be thanking us. It's like, dude.
They should be kissing us.
Hugging? Right?
You should be kissing me on the mouth.
Direct translation. It wasn't hugging, but like, you know.
Bishing.
They should be giving us like.
Umbros.
Yeah.
I gotta open a beer now.
Nice.
What do you dedicate that beer to?
All of our listeners all over the world.
Where's that beer from?
Japan.
Oh, we have a listener. in
And
Japan.
yeah, shout out to you, buddy.
He's in Tokyo. And he
Yeah.
toasted our Japanese listeners.
Yeah. Cheers.
But that's
New
why
friend?
you were doing that, right? I thought.
Cheers,
Yeah, it kind of
Kawasabi.
was, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to English Premier League. There wasn't that much Premier League happening. It was the FA Cup this week. Manchester City play Everton. Diaz, Silva, Gomes, and Virginia start. Cancelo was benched.
Wait up, you mean Virginia?
Virginia.
He had a good game, actually.
Yeah, he made a lot of saves.
Did his best.
Made some crucial ones. Yeah.
Playing
That's
City.
good. Hopefully he can be the new starter.
Foden takes a shot, is
Possibly.
saved by Virginia, hits the crossbar, Gundogan scores a header off the resulting hit. Yeah, Virginia played well.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would have been a good result for Everton, but they're out. City moves on. So,
Yeah, City moves on.
City moves on. They're still up for a quadruple, right? A quad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
they're still
Yeah.
in it. In the other game of the week, Manchester played Leicester. No Portuguese players in that game. Leicester win 3-1. They eventually subbed on Bruno and Luke Shaw, but yeah.
So
Leicester
Manchester wasn't really going for it? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like they weren't going for it.
They have faith in their other
You gotta do
players.
squad rotation sometimes. Give
Yeah,
the other
that's
guys
true.
a chance.
Yeah, Bruno plays like fucking every game, probably.
Exactly. Yeah,
Almost
can't
the
bench that
entire
guy.
game.
Maybe you can get injured on the international break if you play him too hard.
That's true. Do it for Portugal.
Yeah.
Do it for
Do it
Portugal.
for yourselves.
The FA Cup quarterfinals is gonna be Man City, Chelsea, Southampton, and Leicester, and I don't know if there's a draw or matchup for that yet, but
All right, so
coming
it
up.
sounds like it's gonna be Man City Leicester final. You heard it here first.
I don't know. I think Chelsea will make it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Fighting
Oh.
words.
It's not.
All
Of
right,
course you think that.
let's take this heat to the La Liga.
To La Liga.
That's fine.
Madrid beat Celta de Vigo 3-1. Benzema scores 2 goals. Asensio again on the score sheet. Atletico play Desportivo Alves. Felix was not even on the bench as far as I could see. Atletico win with a 1-0 goal from Suarez. And then Barca just destroy Real Sociedad 6-1. Trincao starts on the bench. He gets subbed in like the 85th. But yeah, just an onslaught of goals. Sergio Des becomes the first American to score in La Liga.
Oh, I saw that.
And he picks
That
up
was
2
cool.
goals.
Man, Barca has really heated up.
Yeah, dude.
Now that
Sociedad
everyone
is
has-
Sociedad is the 5th place team. It's not like they're bottom of the table. They beat
No,
them.
now that every team's played the same amount of games, pretty much. So then that's a really good view of the league, because Atletico was like a couple points ahead, but they had a game in hand and all this. But so it's 4 points and then 6 points from Real Madrid, and that is like a shaky lead because every game they look like they're not killing guys. They're winning 1-0, 2-0, but that's
Yeah.
the way Simeone kind of likes it,
Simeone
right?
special
Yeah, it's like
Barca's
Chelsea. That's
coming
like
out
Chelsea style.
right now.
Barca's just coming out and just killing guys, you know. But there's enough games to make up a 4-point difference for sure, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's looking interesting. Alrighty, in France, some interesting drama going on. Lille played Nîmes, who I don't know where they fall in the table. They're definitely not in the top 5.
Let's quote
Lille-
you on that one.
So Lille's been like the first place team, and they've been crushing it. Zika scores.
Zika.
Our boy Zika.
Woo!
Woo,
Yeah.
Zika
They don't
virus.
talk enough about Zeka enough. you know?
No, got Renato
His
Sanchez.
name has an X. That's cool.
I know, right? Lille, they get that 1 goal from Zika, and then they kind of fall apart. They lose the game 2-1, and
Guys,
they drop
damn.
points.
Nîmes are in 18th place.
18th place.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Lost, the first place team lost to the 18th place team.
Well, you gotta win those games, right?
Yeah.
PSG's they ended up tying them on points.
Mm-hmm. So
Were they
then-
wearing their cool jerseys when they played? Oh, sorry.
PSG?
PSG,
No,
yeah, they
PSG,
did.
they were
And
wearing the-
Danilo looked happy. Remember?
Yeah.
See, but that was the thing. Is like Lille played earlier in the day and they lost, and then PSG were like, we're going up against Lyon later, who's the 3rd place team
Yeah.
and just one of the biggest teams in France, and they crushed them 4-2. I think it ended up being.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Lille to hang on now.
Just a little.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a little bit. The turning point of the season in France, that might be.
Yeah. And what's up with Ronaldo Sanchez? He was hurt, and like now he's too hurt to go to the national team. I think
He can't go play for Portugal. He came on as second at some point in this game, and he had a couple good shots. He was looking
I think
fiery.
he went to the national team, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
I
called
heard
up.
he hurt his foot, and then he was out.
He stubbed his toe. He's okay.
Yeah.
He stepped on a Lego.
All right,
Lego.
That'd be the worst way to go.
But yeah, and then PSG 4-2 against Lyon. Danilo scores a nice goal. Nice little one-timer.
1-2. Yeah.
Pop it into the back of the net past Anthony Lopes, who had a very bad game.
Does he score a lot?
Danilo,
Probably not, eh?
He's not a goal scorer.
maybe
No.
3 goals a season if he's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a defensive midfielder.
Yeah. The shutouts matter more, right?
Exactly. In Germany, we have Frankfurt playing Union Berlin. Andre Silva scores 2 goals.
Woo!
He's still on fire, and I think he gets an assist. That game ends 5-2 for Frankfurt.
Yeah, he hadn't scored in a couple of games, but then bagged 2, and I think he's like 5 away with enough games left for the club record.
Oh, really? For Frankfurt?
In a
Yeah.
season?
Well, we all know.
Guys, have you used this new Translate? You guys updated your iPhones?
Yeah, no,
There's
I
a new
use that. Yeah.
I've had that for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to type in what fire is in German.
Oh, okay. It has this thing too where
Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to sound good.
he's on.
Feuer.
Oh,
It's about the same.
that's
Feuer.
disappointing.
Yeah.
The German accent.
When I read it, it looked like...
Führer.
Yeah.
It looked like Führer.
It looked like Fuhrer.
Well, you know, he is the Führer of that team.
Here you go first. Andre Silva's the Führer of Frankfurt.
Mein Führer.
I just want to say he's on Foya.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's funny, and because he before, like, he was struggling. You could even say like it was his struggle. It was mine. It was his comp.
I think Alphonso Davies is having a mind calm.
he might have, but Bayern weren't.
Hey, you put more people in the beer hall. Nice.
Just Alphonso Davies. I
Hey,
put.
Andre's still got some friends over there.
Yeah,
dude. Great.
Well, he's got a lot of confidence in that beer.
Yeah, baby.
Looking at a picture of Andre Silva, Guerrero, and Davies in a beer hall.
Not any beer hall, the Hofbrauhaus.
So in the Bayern game, Alphonso Davies gets a red card in the 12th minute, and Bayern continues to go on to win 4-0. And Robert Lewandowski scores another hat trick.
Damn.
He's unstoppable.
Hat trick with a man down?
Yeah, I think they did it all in the first half too.
Is that like, that's gotta be some sort of record. Like,
Is
I mean,
Stuttgart
has
in
anybody ever
18th
done
place?
that?
He scored 6 goals in like 20 minutes, so
Bayern should play the whole league with 10 guys.
yeah,
Right?
that would be
Try
fair.
and make it fair.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be good.
well, I feel like a couple weeks ago, or maybe in a month ago, like Bayern wasn't doing that well.
No, they were fine. It was when
Not
they had
that
to. It was when they had to go play the Club World Cup and they had to like fly to Qatar and come back, and
Yeah.
they were just like a little bit off.
They like
but-
tied that game. They
Yeah,
were.
but I don't know. I think pound for pound, I think Robert Lewandowski is a better striker than
Rafa?
Brazilian
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's better than Seferovic.
Better than Brazilian
I-
Ronaldo?
What? Wait,
Whoa,
I think I would take Robert
What
Lewandowski.
the fuck are you talking about?
No
crazy.
way.
Ronaldo Nazario.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even register what you said.
They're two
That's
different
nuts.
players. I mean, yeah, they're
yeah.
both strikers.
Lewandowski's a way better striker.
And you picked Mueller instead of Pele?
I'm not really crazy about Muller. I don't really like Pele that much either, but I'm not crazy about Muller.
This is a generational thing. You can't say Robert Lewandowski is better than Ronaldo.
I would take Lewandowski over Ronaldo.
Do we have German listeners out here? Like, can you guys chime in, please?
Chime in. They're gonna be on my side. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody else in the world, can people chime in
All
here?
the other countries.
Yeah. We need help, guys. Evan's talking crazy.
This is recent.
Write
bias.
us.
Yeah.
Email us.
Yeah.
So in Bundesliga, Bayern are in first place with 61 points.
You never even
Leipzig.
saw Ronaldo. You were like 12 in World Cup 2002.
I've seen the highlights.
We used them in FIFA a few times.
And he wasn't good.
Then he retired from FIFA.
Let's see if Lewandowski makes, like, the world team or whatever.
Oh yeah. He should have won the Golden Ball last year. They didn't give it to anyone.
He's not
they
even.
said COVID.
He's not
stopped
even
him.
the best player of his generation. Ronaldo. When Ronaldo played, it was like there was Ronaldo and there was everybody else. And now there's Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, and then Lewandowski's on probably the top of the next chart,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
But
you
I
think
think-
just because the era, like, you think that Ronaldo and Messi, Cristiano and
They're
Messi
so
have-
far
have-
ahead.
Yeah, have messed up the whole, like...
Yeah. The
how it-
configuration of how we look at it.
I mean,
Right.
they
So you
def-
think actually they're balanced, their thing. If Ronaldo played in today's game, he would still
Of course.
destroy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
same
think
game.
he'd be as good as Lewandowski.
he would even do better because it's a less rough game.
You know what? Make an Instagram post. Who's better, Lewandowski or?
Lewandowski plays in. I'm trying to stay away from this term as much as I can because people said it's like so dumb, but like he plays in some people consider a farmers league with like three clubs that could win it, and then Bayern who buys up all the talent and the rest of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo played in Barcelona for a year and then Serie A for most of his career, where it was like the hardest league to play in, right? When Serie A was at the top, very defensive.
They had the best defenders, yeah.
Yeah, and he was scoring goals like mad. So, no, you're wrong.
Well, ask the people.
Also, World Cup, duh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you think this guy's gonna win with Poland? Poland doesn't have a strong team. Ronaldo's playing in Brazil.
Judging by your standards, he's good
got
enough to carry
Ronaldinho,
Poland.
He's got Adriano. He's
If
got
Poland had
Juninho.
Ronaldo, they'd be amazing.
But you know what? Back then, maybe there's a lot more talent spread across all the countries, so I think it is harder to win a World Cup now, but it's still always been hard and always will be hard to win a World Cup. Like, Brazil doesn't win every year. Brazil hasn't even made it to, like, semifinals for, like...
Yeah, it's been a couple cups now.
Or was it the 7-1? Was that the semis or the quarters? Yeah, they don't make the
Or no, that
finals.
was 14.
That was 14 when it
That
was
was in Brazil, yeah.
They aren't consistently making finals like they were, right?
And how about that stupid little haircut he had?
Ronaldo.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
You're gonna say that was
I
bad?
think
Yeah.
that was bad.
This guy's a hater.
All right, over to Italy. Inter Milan still in first place, 65 points. AC Milan somehow still behind them with 59. Juve in third with 55. Atalanta tied with Juve, and Napoli in fifth with 53. Guys, Ronaldo and Juventus lost to Benevento this week. The 16th place team. They got a little witch on their badge. I don't know if you've seen this. It's
No.
a hilarious.
I'd love to see what it looks
Hilarious
like.
club team badge.
Eggs Benny.
Ex Benevento.
So last week we talked about Ronaldo past Pele, right? And this week, I think it was before this game, Juve presented him with a jersey.
The GOAT.
Oh,
The GOAT jersey.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, you gotta get off this team, man. They're giving you jerseys that say GOAT on them. Like,
Well, look
just
what
leave.
Well, look what happened, man. Now his ego's inflated. He's not even trying.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the team is shit.
Yeah, I think they had to do something like that for
Yeah.
him, right?
Well, it's just like he's on your team. He did a crazy thing. You gotta give him a shout out.
It's
Oh,
not
but-
every day that happens.
Yeah, he broke the record for most goals ever scored.
You just
Yeah.
don't like that it says go?
That gets
Yeah.
a shout out.
I don't
that's
think
stupid.
I don't like
It's
that
the
it says
so-
GOAT.
It's the
I
social
think,
media era.
I
They're
also
trying
think
to.
GOAT is like
blow
too
it up.
overused, and it's like
Of course, it's overused. Everything's
It
the
got
goat
killed.
now.
It's
Yeah.
annoying to hear people say
And it's
goat all
also
the
it's
time.
like you're playing in a sport where there's literally two guys that are
Goatly.
Yeah, they're equally both insanely talented. It's like there's no picking one. It's like it's stupid to argue.
Well, I'll tell you what else is stupid to argue. Benevento's fucking crest before it used to be like a warthog, and then they turned into a witch.
This is the only rebrand that I am for. All the others that try to make it like more simple or like this one's like let's go weirder. Like,
Dude, that is like straight out of a Halloween store.
it does look like something from Spirit Halloween. It looks like the witch on the.
Like,
Never heard of an
What's
Italian
the story
witch.
behind it?
It's not even that nicely done. It's like
Yo,
someone did on like
clip-
the computer.
that's
yeah.
clip art.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Oh, they have different witch versions.
Yeah, maybe it's just the fans getting.
Look at the
things.
ass on that witch.
That's like one of those those sexy bumper stickers.
Yeah.
You see those when you're a kid,
Yeah.
you're like almost seeing boobs, but it's like a cartoon bumper sticker.
Yeah.
That's what that witch looks like.
But yeah, Juve couldn't beat them.
Were they under a spell?
In like the 80th minute, they woke up and just attacked the net with all they had. Ronaldo took a couple shots. He had a bicycle kick, but they just couldn't do it.
He did a bicycle kick.
He had a bicycle kick and he missed
Wow.
the net. It was pretty.
How
pretty
often?
nice.
Do you think he practiced those more or less after he hit
After he became the GOAT?
After he hit the bicycle kick, I feel like he probably practiced them more. Like he got off
wants
on
to
that
do it
buzz.
again.
Yeah.
Well, after Bale did it, he's like, fuck, I have to do it even crazier than that.
Dude, he has to go to bicycle kick training camp with Falcao, the futsal player. That guy is like bicycle kick master of the world.
I feel like that's tough to do in his old age. That's like a shot that like you fall on your back. That's a big.
He's
Dude,
happy to do it.
That guy's in better shape than all of us,
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
true.
and
Combined,
he's-
of course.
Yeah, and he's
What?
got like
He's in better than all of us. Put together?
Yeah.
probably yeah.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
put all of our muscles into one body, we wouldn't be as strong
Yeah.
as him.
We're all doing this podcast shirtless, greased up, and crazy muscles popping out.
If we played a soccer game, us four against him, who would you think
He would
win?
still win.
He would beat us.
Two goalies. We have two goalies,
Dude.
the same goal.
He could have no goal.
Yeah, we would never win.
Okay, what about a relay race? It's a race, right? And it's
He would beat all of us.
Of course he would beat us.
it's us four. We take turns relaying, and he just runs.
He would
he
beat
would
all of us.
There's no contest.
He
Yeah.
beat a Bugatti.
Yeah, yeah.
you not
Are
watch
you not even watching,
I
man?
know, I'm just kidding.
You're not
obviously.
watching these famous races. Other news: Gonzalo Guedes got an assist.
Nice.
Not yeah. I don't know.
Hey, good for
It's
him.
something.
Hey, why didn't we talk about that in the La Liga round?
He's not good enough.
Wow, I just make a lot.
Valencia?
Joao Wonder for the week.
I gotta go with the happiest man in Paris.
You know what? I second that. That smile, he deserves to be Joao Wonder.
Yeah.
That smile is worth 1,000 drawn wonders.
I'm gonna pick Rafa. For my Joao
okay.
Wonder.
That's a good pick.
He's never played well. I'm wearing his shirt.
You know what?
I'm
And he got the
happy-
call up.
And he got the call up.
I debated it, but then I was like, he scored on a team that was a man down.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you're gonna take that away from
I
him?
would take it away from him. I wanted to vote for him. I was thinking about who's going to be Joao Wonder, and I was like, maybe I'll give it to Rafa. And then I was like, he scored on 10 men.
Yeah, that's less impressive for sure.
What are you gonna say, Chris?
Sporting and the Portistas are biased over here.
You know what?
I see
If
how it is. I give it to Sergio Oliveira, but then fucking they won't give it to Rafa. Oh, I see how it is.
I was gonna
you
give
think
it
Sergio
to-
Oliveira's gonna get one more vote from me? You're wrong, buddy.
If Rafa scored on 11 people, I would give it to him.
I was gonna say maybe Sergio Oliveira if his goal was legit.
Yeah,
If
he
it was a
did the
true
I
stonker.
thought that was cool.
Oh, it was a stonker.
I mean, it looks cool,
He
but
put it in the net, didn't he?
Did.
no, not really. Not technically.
He's the one who
He
shot
put-
it, and then it bounced off that, and then it bounced off that
He,
guy,
crea-
and then it bounced
he
in.
created an opportunity which put it in the net.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you're the guy who hits the domino effect and it all goes down, you still get credit for that, even though you didn't do any of the work.
I'm gonna give it to Danilo
All right.
because he's
Danilo.
happy.
He's a happy man. I want Danilo to the Joao Wonder Hall of Fame.
You know what? And I don't think I would have ever said that.
What?
Danilo's a strong wonder.
It was a slow week.
God, you would never say that in your
Slow.
life.
Yeah.
Ronaldo couldn't even score against
It
Benevento.
was a-
All right, guys. National team.
We've
got international play. All right, this was the squad announced last week. Anthony Lopes,
Oh, you're gonna
Rui
say the whole
Patricio,
thing.
Rui
Jeez.
Silvia, Cedric
As-
Sorge,
I
Joao
think it changed.
Cancelo, Domingos Dart, Jose Font Pep, Ruben Diaz, Nuno Mendes, Rafael Guerrero, Danilo Pereira, João Palhinha, Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, João Moutinho, Renato Sanchez, Sergio Oliveira, Andre Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo, Diego Jota, Joao Felix, Pedro Neto, and Rafa Silva. And then the injuries started to roll in.
Bum 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 bum.
Oh, you have it.
We have Rui Patricio out and Jose Sa coming in.
Yeah, that concussion we were talking about last week. It looks like a concussion, not like Raul Jimenez, like a fractured skull. It wasn't that bad,
No.
but it was just like a really big bonk to the head. A stonker, I guess you
A
could say.
stonker to the head.
A
Yeah.
stonk to the head.
Connor Cody stonking.
I
the
heard
head.
Jose Sa might have to start because I think Anthony Lopes isn't going, and I think Rui Silva isn't.
Yeah, that's the omission I want to talk about when we were talking. I
What?
think
Do we have no goalies?
I don't think the French players are going.
Because France has
Oh,
rules
they're
that
really
you
strict
can't
with the
leave the European
COVID.
Union.
Yeah,
But then what about Rui
Serbia's
Silva?
not in the European Union, right?
Serbia.
Maybe not. They might not have the Euro. Some of those countries don't. Like
Yeah.
I went to the Czech Republic.
Azerbaijan is.
Oh, is
Baku.
it?
They got Baku.
They got
No,
Baku.
Azerbaijan is in Turin.
Oh, the game is in
Oh,
Turin.
okay. Pepe's out and Luis Neto is in. Luis Neto from Sporting.
I mean, if there's any time for him to play.
Yeah,
He's
these
out of
are
there.
Throw
these
him a
are
bone.
Yeah, yeah.
the softest games. We really just need to turn up on Saturday. Hopefully Ronaldo can.
I think you can't take anyone lightly, but Portugal against Azerbaijan and Luxembourg tend to win those games.
And we tend to
easily, for
play
sure.
them all the time.
No, but actually that game, I think because they were showing Sport TV, great account.
Great Instagram account, yes.
They were showing like the old highlights of the of games in the past with Azerbaijan, and one was that Danilo game where he saved us at the end,
Oh,
right?
that
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
That's Azerbaijan. That game was
Yeah.
we were losing 1-0, and he tied it at the
It
end.
was a stonker.
Danilo?
Stalker.
Danilo, you never seen
He would have been the Joao Wonder that week if the
So,
podcast
all these
was.
countries, they can do something. So
It's Danilo. A happy Danilo.
He was serious there.
Yeah, he looked-
We fucking needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheese bar right there.
He's like, somebody had to do this shit.
Grab this game.
wait, is it? Can you check the caption? Is that actually against Azerbaijan or it was Serbia? Okay, fuck.
Oh, that was the Serbia game.
That
yeah.
was a Serbia.
Yeah, we had a hard time
Serbia
against
games
Serbia.
they're a great team. They have a really good team actually.
So can you take out that part where I said it was Azerbaijan?
Justin,
Dude,
we
we're
can't
gonna-
edit
we're
everything
doesn't
you
matter.
say.
We're gonna put it in the amendments next week.
Yeah.
Justin, everything you say is wrong. You can't edit around everything you say.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do quick picks. Rui Silva, Anthony Lopes. Maybe none of them.
I say we snub Lopes again and go
Yeah,
Rui Silva.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's
What
go Rui
about
Silva.
Virginia?
Virginia?
Sunday.
I don't watch Ruiz enough, but I have Anthony Lopes. He's a good keeper, but against Benfica, remember he gave up that terrible goal where he kicked it right to Pizzi, and then
Yeah,
Pizzi
yeah.
hit it right back in the net.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see Rui Silva play.
Yeah, after hearing that information, I want to see Rui Silva play too.
Anthony Lopes just got friggin' routed on the weekend by PSG.
It's true.
4 goals.
Routed? Or
including-
what do you mean by routed?
He got routed.
What's this word, routed?
No, that's right.
Rooted?
Routed?
That means you're getting killed.
Maybe rooted. I think
No.
rooted is the word.
I think it's right.
He sucked.
You're playing every goal on him.
Not every goal,
When a
but
team loses very badly, you never think like, oh, their goal. It was their
Fucking
goalie.
goalie.
completely
The net's
blaming him,
huge.
but
How is he
Unless-
supposed to save?
Unless
everything?
you're what's his I don't remember his first name, but that Cassius guy that played on Liverpool.
Carrius.
Oh,
Carrius.
Oh, curious.
Yeah.
guys are calling back, playing Madrid again.
Yeah, I hate you, Curious.
Nuno Mendes and Rafa Guerrero.
I say Guerrero. You play Nuno Mendes like one game against Azerbaijan or something.
I'd say 2. I'd give Nuno Mendes 2 games, and I'd give Guerrero the Serbia game on the weekend.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what's exciting kind of about this break is that there are 3 games and 2 of them are like countries we should beat. So we might see some different looks, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Try something out before the tournament in a couple months, which isn't, it's not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it should be exciting.
Paulinha or Danilo?
I mean, what is?
I know.
Whoa, dude. The
Are you
Joao
kidding me?
Wonder against the Joao not wonderful at all?
I think the no, wonderful. You're supposed to be the sporting guy here.
Yeah, Chris.
Dude, I'm a Braga guy now.
Consistency.
on the red planet.
Yeah.
Crazy how William Carvalho's not in the mix for this
Yeah.
time around.
He hasn't been
Yeah.
doing anything.
Hey, I don't think he's been playing at all. Every now and
Yeah.
then I'll like check how Real Betis is doing or like who's playing. And
He's
like
not even on the bench.
He gets subbed on like the 83rd minute,
But-
and he's like, why?
Benfica should have got him in the. They were looking
Yeah,
at
they
it.
really should have.
Well, he should have
They
forced them
didn't
to
need
move
a
out.
defensive midfielder. They have Weigl.
Yeah, but you could play with. Yeah, I guess you're right.
They already have enough slow guys back there.
Exactly. Yeah.
That guy's too chill. He's like
He's
so
super
chill.
That's what Patrick likes about him, though, is how chill he is.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. It kind of like
Calm
gives.
on.
Yeah.
I remember in an
Calma.
earlier
That's a good
episode
one.
of this, we were talking about how like kind of good that Fernando Santos just like no matter how someone's doing, like he'll still just like he has his guys.
Yeah.
And whenever they show up and they play for the national team, they actually play good.
Yeah. William always shows up for the national team.
Mm-hmm.
But
Plays well.
I guess he might not even have a chance to show up.
I don't know. I really want to see Paulinho play because he's been doing really.
I think
well
you got to
this
give a
weekend.
chance to Paulinho.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still planning on bringing William to the Euros.
Dude, you didn't even put Paulina outside of the square.
You know what?
Danilo was just like breaking through to the other side.
Paulinho's not a big enough player yet to get his own clip art that you can take and place him wherever you want. He comes with a background.
Oh.
Then he comes
Paulinho, big dude, young guy. That's both pluses. I think it'll be interesting to see how he does on the national stage because obviously he's killing in the league, right? He's probably one of the top players this year.
Neves or Sanchez?
Oh, I would definitely want to see Sanchez play again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
He's just so much more dynamic.
So yeah, that's the best word. He's exciting.
Yeah.
I haven't been thrilled about Neves, even on Wolves. It's just like
He's there and he passes as well, and he's like important, but he's never like exciting. He's
Can I tell you something? That's not enough.
exactly.
It's not enough.
Well,
He
Yeah.
sometimes he does like good shot, but like he also misses a lot of shots. But he just thought of now. I know. I said we're not gonna talk about this guy anymore, but like he's like a better Andre Gomes in that he does a simple
Neves?
yeah
Yeah,
he takes
I
care of
see
the
that.
ball. He does like a simple pass. He keeps possession. He comes back defensively, but he's actually good at defense.
Yeah.
And knows where to be and like how to take the ball off people. But then
Probably
yeah,
works
he's
a little
just
bit
like
harder.
yeah, he just doesn't, and he picks the right pass, and he kind of keeps the play moving,
Yeah.
so whether it be side to side or forward.
Then every like
Sanchez
25
takes
games,
the ball, he runs at you, he passes, he's
Passes forward.
shooting, yeah, he goes
Yeah.
forward every chance he gets, and he takes the ball off people.
Nev's like every 20 games or so, it just hits like a nasty one-timer or some crazy shot outside the
Or a
box.
free kick.
And we love that
Yeah.
about him.
And we do.
But can I say
That's why we
something?
want him there.
That's not enough.
Not
Not enough.
Yeah.
Score like a bunch of ugly goals. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Be Seferovic.
We got Oliveira making the team. And he's on fire. And then we got a classic Moutinho. I think I want to see
Neither of these guys should
Serge.
play. They'll get subbed on.
What?
Hopefully.
No, I think Sergio Oliveira should play. Listen,
dude.
he's another guy. The thing about like all the guys who play abroad, we know they can play internationally because they do it. Everyone in the league, we still kind of have this not inferiority complex, but kind of like this thing of like, well,
Are they
it's
ready?
the Portuguese league, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Can
but
they
it's like,
do
are
it?
they ready for the big stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in that using that like Moutinho, like you know he can play confidently in that stage. Oliveira, I don't know. Also, when there's a free kick coming up,
Right
there's
now.
gonna be some controversy, man.
I just wrote this, but I was saving it to the end. I was like, maybe we could talk about it after. Who takes the free kicks on this team?
Oh,
I think if Serge is on the
Right
field.
now?
There's gonna be like a 5-person battle. If Neves, Oliveira, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Guerrero are all on the
It'd
pitch,
probably be between Bruno and Oliveira.
and Bruno.
I think Ronaldo can
I
stand
think
in front
Ronaldo's
of
given
the...
up on that.
I think
Does
Ronaldo can
No.
stand in front of the ball and Sergio Oliveira can shoot it through his legs.
Here's the that's funny.
oh.
Here's the thing though, because of seniority, Ronaldo still has the pull to
Oh, of
just
course.
to call anyone off at
Yeah,
any time.
of course
So
he
it
can.
comes down to Ronaldo who takes the free kick, really.
The goat.
The goat, yeah,
The goat.
Goatly. And he hit that one recently against Spain, but like he hasn't hit one since.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's also like super deadly with the headers. So I think he might just be like, okay, I'm gonna go stand over there.
Yeah,
Find me in the box.
He
Hey,
should poach. He can get a rebound.
Get
or
me over there.
He's like the best guy to find a rebound or a header or something like that, right? But Oliveira and Neves can hit one too. So.
Neto or Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo.
That's not even a
I
question.
want to see Pedro Neto.
I would love to see Pedro Neto, but you're talking about like omitting Bernardo Silva? Are you insane?
Neto's very
I'm
like
not admitting he's on the team, but
Neto's a lot faster and like more direct.
I want to see
I don't
Neto
think
on the
they're
wing.
really on the same position. Like I think Bernardo
Yeah.
Silva's probably gonna play in.
Bernardo's
the
like
midfield or
playmaker.
center.
Yeah, behind the strikers.
Yeah.
There's too many players now. Like, how do you fit them all into a squad? Everyone's playing well or is just like a great player.
People were saying this is Ronaldo's first time in a while where like his club team is worse than his national team. So like it's like, but it's I see this a lot on the accounts and like stuff of like people really congratulating the Portuguese national team. They haven't done anything yet. Like, yes, they have a lot of talent and a lot of talent around the.
Yeah, but it's like week
around
to week, all
Europe.
their players are on fire.
But Portugal had the best team on paper that they thought they had going into World Cup 2002. They went out in the group stage, is all I'm saying. So,
Oh.
like, you know what I mean? Like, all this stuff of, like, who's
Yeah.
playing well, blah, blah, blah.
It comes down to chemistry, and sometimes there's too much ego.
Yeah.
It,
Also for
it
the
not
Euro,
even would be that. It's just maybe they have 3 bad games. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? In a row. And then
for
you're
the
out.
Euro, our group is insane. We have like Germany and France.
Oh, yeah, it's a group of death, too.
Yeah,
And Hungary.
they're
It's not a
hungry.
terrible team.
No, Hungary's good, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could all end very quickly. Luckily, though, you go again 1 year later, right? Because the delay. The World Cup's coming up right after, right?
Oh yeah, we get back to back.
It's in the
That'll
winter,
be
right?
exciting.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that's awesome because our team, like Portugal, looks amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And if anything, I'd rather do well at the World Cup than the
Yeah.
than the Euro.
Because we already got the Euro in
got
the
one of them in the
bag,
bag,
dude. Bayern.
Last pick, Andre Silva or Felix.
Andre Silva looks jacked.
Yeah.
He has been jacked for a
So-
while.
Yeah.
That's how he scores all his goals.
I'm gonna take Jack Boy.
Yeah,
those tight jerseys.
Silva, he can't be stopped right now.
Yeah, Joao Felix, best game of the season, no goals. I'll take Andre Silva. He scored 2 goals this weekend.
Yeah.
And guess what? That wasn't even his best game.
I gotta go by form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Joao Felix has lost his spot, kind of.
you ride the hot hand, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Another thing, I don't think Joao Felix is bad, but I feel like Atletico feels like they have to play him because they've spent so much money. And it's like they have Suarez who's scoring nonstop, and they're just like, we just have to find time for him to play because...
Suarez plays every game.
I know Suarez plays every game,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like Felix starts on the bench every game.
At the
And
beginning
then
of the
they
year,
sub him on because I think there's just the, we've spent so much money, he's got to start producing, and we got to give him time to develop.
first part of the season though, he's playing really well.
He's not doing that bad. But I guess for 120 million, he's doing very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting inclusions. Paulinho, yeah, it was nice to see him in there. Nuno Mendes also good. Cedric beats out Ricardo
My
Pereira
boy.
and Semedo. That was interesting.
You know, I
I think those guys haven't been playing well. Cedric has had a few good games for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, you give
He's
it.
kind of like a senior guy.
guy. Yeah.
Cedric started the Euro Cup final.
He did. He was our guy at that time.
He was great that tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
You gotta
great
throw
all-
him a
he
bone and
started,
put him on the team.
Yeah, like almost every
Yeah,
game.
and Semedo's not playing. Wham. Who
Yeah.
the hell cares? Nobody cares.
We're done. He's like with Andre Gomes too. We're done
Yeah,
with you. Like
yeah.
until you do something good, we
Yeah.
don't need to talk
Yeah.
about you
Playing
anymore.
so average.
Yeah.
We have Font in the lineup. I mean, he's been playing good. We've talked about him recently. He's somehow been scoring goals week after week. they just lost their first place, but they've been in first for a while.
He's a
Font's the
classic
old
man.
guy, right?
Yeah.
So Pep is going out.
I know.
Unfortunately, you'd rather have Pep than Font, I think, still. But Font just fits right in there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Do you think Font will start?
I think so. I
Do you
think
they'll
he's gonna
start.
start
I think so.
Diaz
Yeah.
and Font?
You gotta start with an old guy with a young guy.
Yeah, that's true. 'Cause then we got
But I think
Luis Neto's kind of old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's older.
he's up there.
But no, he's not gonna start.
yeah, they brought in the
He might not.
experienced
He
guy.
might never play actually.
I don't think he will.
Domingos Duarte will get a game.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then
Ooh, Duarte with Diaz. Maybe that'll be a good combo.
yes, the future.
I think if
Future.
the last game is Luxembourg, right? Which is like, I don't want to already call it a win because who knows, but
Helping
probably.
themselves.
So if they get 6 points from the first two, would be I would hope, and then you can see like some different looks in the last game. You know.
Yeah. Do we think Ronaldo will score a hat trick in any of these 3 games?
No.
How many
Yeah,
does
I
he
think
need to
he'll
pass
try.
the record?
He's at 102, I think I saw recently. Or
Is he at
103.
110?
I hope so. Because I feel like in Juventus right now, they know they're not going to win the league. They just got eliminated. I hope this is like a little breath of fresh air for Ronaldo. Be back in Portugal. Like, he loves Portugal, which is nice. And then like with all this talent around him, I think maybe he'll play very well and be very happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully.
I just hope he's happy. I hope he's smiling like
Like
Danilo.
Danilo?
Take a page out of Daniel's books. Interesting exclusions. We talked about a couple of these guys. William Carvalho, Ricardo Pereira, both the Semedos, and Pedro Gonçalves, who's playing for the junior team, but he doesn't really fit in with powerhouse midfielders they
There's
got.
too many. Yeah, there's too many midfielders. Otherwise, I think Pedro Gonçalves
Yeah, with the
We're
season
has done
happening.
enough to be there, but
We're too fucking good.
yeah, for real.
Too many players to pick.
Yeah.
Then other players, Rafael Leão also left for the juniors.
That's
I don't
good.
know,
That's where he
it's-
belongs.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
good. They
Yeah.
need to play-
Let him develop.
They need to win those.
Should they send Felix back to the juniors?
Yes,
No.
that's what I said.
Give him a little
That's what I
spanking and
said.
say, you gotta go play with the babies.
That's what I said last week. Yeah, put him at the kids' table.
Yeah.
Yeah, light it up at the kids' table. Eat all your vegetables.
Patricio is out with the injury, as is Paulinho. He moved to Sporting and we never heard of him again.
Jesus,
He had injury
right?
problems.
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
been injured.
Well, hope he's doing all right.
Gage also exempt from the team.
He
He's
hasn't
been
been
out
doing
of form.
anything. He scored that goal a couple of weeks ago where he told everyone to shut up or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it? But
He told his friends to shut up.
Right.
got
He
an
was one of the
assist.
guys in the World Cup in 2018. That was like Fernando Santos loved him, and he kept putting it in, kept playing him
Mhm.
because I think he scored the game-winning goal in the 17, the Confederations Cup, right?
No, in the
He scored the Nations League. That was
The
after the
Nations
World
League.
Cup.
Oh, the Nations League. Sorry. Okay, but in the World Cup, because I remember being at the Nations League game, being like, this guy's not done anything for the national team. He played not good in the World Cup. Like
yeah,
he was,
I don't
he was
remember.
relied on so heavily.
Well, Andre Silva wasn't good yet.
that's true.
What does that have to do with Gedge?
Gedge was playing striker, and there was no other strikers.
Yeah,
And
but,
Ronaldo was probably still.
but there
kinda
was
playing
other
wing.
options, and Fernando Santos just kept relying on him, and I'm like, we're going nowhere with this guy.
Yeah,
Bring
I
in
never felt
Rafa.
confident when he was on the field.
No,
It was just
like he's gonna do something crazy,
No.
or at least help the play. I was like,
Yeah.
But I think a better alternative to Gedge, and who's a stronger, better Gedge, we should have done a comparison. is Jota.
Yeah.
Jota.
Jota's a better edge.
Yeah.
Jota
Yeah.
is like,
Well, that's not even a comparison.
well, it's the same kind of position,
Yeah.
like a winger who can kind of move into striker,
Yeah.
right? Like they kind of play the exact same position.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That's
yeah.
a huge upgrade. He's got
Yeah.
the like goal scorer's blood, like you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah,
finds the
he's
net.
always looking for the net.
Yeah.
He's crazy. I love Jota.
He's great.
And you see just like the
Just runs to the
difference,
net.
the difference in talent sort of around him. Like
Mhm.
he was getting a lot of chances in Wolves, and he was like creating a lot
Yeah.
of chances for himself.
Man,
But in Liverpool, the chances come to you, so
Yeah.
he just has to kick him in the net, right?
yeah, I don't know. I can see in the near future Jota, Ronaldo, Neto front three. I think
In the
that
near future?
in the near future, coming to a future near you, Jota, Ronaldo, and Neto.
You really rate
What about
Neto,
Andre
eh?
Silva?
He's exciting, man.
I think there's a lot more guys there, but
Neto's going to be a super sub for a while.
Neto's
Yeah.
Neto will
Neto's-
take the place after Ronaldo retires. If Ronaldo ever retires, he'll like not take that place, but like I mean, those three that combination won't ever happen because as long as Ronaldo's there, there'll be different players.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to Fernando Santos just kind of admitting that Felix ain't ready. In other news, Otavio has been in Porto for like 5 or 6 years and just signed a new contract. And for some reason, Porto fans want him to play for Portugal.
That's stupid.
Who?
Otavio.
Yeah.
He's Brazilian.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He's not even good at Porto. I'm a Porto fan. I don't even like this guy. I haven't seen him do that many great things.
Yeah.
Why the hell do we need him on the national team?
He's the last person we need.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Everyone on the big three, that always happens. I think who else did we like? I remember there was a thing of like, oh, should we naturalize like David Luiz because we didn't have any like
Yeah.
center backs at the time?
I think we should have. That would have done
That would have been crazy.
exactly.
But like because
He's
he was on Benfica. If you're on the big three, like Liedson, I think got a push. Diego Souza was on Braga, but
Yeah.
he got a push.
Those guys were kind of like later in their careers when it was like there was absolutely no hope that they were ever going to play for Brazil. Where it's like now it's like younger players that are just like Portugal is a very viable option to play internationally. And it's like Brazil's still a very hard squad to get into.
Okay, but also like I mean, not to be like all Don Cherry about this, but like look at this lineup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're great.
Why do you need like usually anytime we did that was like when we had a big hole and there was an option in the Portuguese league that we could
When we never
put-
had a striker, and they're like,
Yeah, so they
okay,
were looking-
Liedson, you can come.
They were looking far and wide for like a striker like Liedson, Diego Souza, all these guys, and
Diego Souza made no sense. We had more than enough players to not bring Diego Souza.
hey, if he wants to do it, fine, but that doesn't mean the coach is gonna call him. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, I don't think anyone on Portugal really wants him.
Alrighty. Just want to let the listeners know, follow us at Joao_Wonder on Twitter, on Instagram at the Portugal Corner, as well as on YouTube for questions, comments. Email us at portugalcorner@gmail.com. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a rating and review. That'll be helpful. Thank you.
Has anybody ever left a comment? Or sent you an email?
Has anyone emailed?
No.
No.
Guys, we're desperate out here.
Why are we
Ask
doing
us
this?
some question.
Say
Ask
hi.
us something, man. Say hello. Say
Tell us you like Lewandowski instead
Yeah.
of Ronaldo.
We're talking into a void.
yeah. But we're filling the
We're talking
void in our
straight to Tony.
soccer heart. He doesn't even make it this far. You think he listens to the whole podcast? You're
loves it.
insane,
He's
dude.
not showing our dad. He doesn't listen to himself.
No, dude.
He changed it to Howard Stern halfway through on his truck ride over. It's like screw this. What's Howard got going on?
Yeah.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
You gotta say Bobby Booey more.
You know, it wasn't the same once. What's the nose
Already
guy?
left?
What's already left? Yeah.
Bobby's the best.
We need.
We need
Heroin.
cocaine.
I was gonna say, we need Robin.
Robin sucks.
No, she's
We
sassy.
No, Robin's awesome.
We need a
Sassy.
Robin.
Yeah. we need diversity.
We need someone not Portuguese.
Diversity is an old wooden ship. Alright, I guess we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
good.
it. That's
All
a
right.
good
Ending.
Bye, guys and girls. Bye, people.